I got 4 things to look for in a partner that will help you weed out your swiping dates and catch a good one. Hello, Moodlings. My name is Dr. Nicole Lunan, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of MoodMe, a new app that allows you to share over 400 and plus moods, emotions, and desires with the person that you care the most about, thus making communication simple, fun, and super easy. So you're in the dating world, you're swiping away, going on a few dates here and there, but what is it that you're actually looking for? A partner with a great job, a partner who wants to start a family, or maybe a partner who you kind of just want to have some fun with. But will that be enough for the both of you to sustain a long and healthy and lasting relationship? That's where these 4 tips come into play. We often get caught up in the surface level of another person, their looks or how they sound on paper. But what about their inner workings, how they deal with conflict, and what may seem boring, but their value system? I got 4 things to look for in a partner that will help you weed out your swiping dates and catch a good one. And if you like our videos, please make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I know this video is about the 4 things that you need to look for in another person, but these are also things that we should look for in ourselves. As it's so easy to see what another person is doing, but to attract a good partner, we also got to match those vibes. Like attracts like. So if we're going to this video, rate yourself on a 1 to 5 on these qualities and see where you can improve, as well as what you're looking for in your future partner. All right, let's start with tip number 1. Look for a lover that has the ability to admit when they're wrong and apologize. You want somebody who can take ownership of their mistakes and their behavior, and not just play the blame game like, this is all your fault, not mine. Watch out for those who seem to play the victim in every situation. There is a pause that happens in conflict. In the heat of the moment, of course, it's challenging to slow down and ask yourself, what part did I have to play in this? But after things have cooled down, what we're looking for, that pause, the ability to have an eternal reflection and take ownership of how they could have had a part in this conflict. If the person you're interested in doesn't have that pause or the ability to look in the mirror and do some reflecting, I'd say that's a red flag and it would be difficult to be in a relationship with this person. The main characteristics we're looking for is high conscientiousness, humility, the ability to lay the ego aside. Being able to apologize is a huge sign of maturity. If this person cannot apologize and own up to their mistakes, then it's like talking to a big wall full of ego, pride, and stubbornness. One question you can ask when you're getting to know this person is, when's the last time you've been in a conflict and how did you resolve it? If they don't know their last time they've been in conflict, how to resolve it, that's probably an issue. Or if they can't think of the last time they apologized, that's probably an issue as well. Tip number 2, look for a person that has the ability to learn and grow from their mistakes. Not making the same mistakes over and over again. There's a concept called failing upwards. Imagine a stock chart that has its ups and downs, but ultimately it still steadily increases. People are going to make mistakes. In a long-lasting relationship, many mistakes are going to be made for both partners, and there's no way around that. It's okay if your partner makes mistakes, but make sure they're making different mistakes and not the same ones. Nothing is worse than being stuck in a cyclic loop, like watching a rerun over and over and over again. We already know that ending, boring. Give me something different. And you will know when they want to grow and learn because they're gonna ask you about what they did wrong. They're gonna want to know what they can do better next time. They're gonna be open to suggestions, wanting to become a better version of themselves for you, but mainly for them. They're gonna listen to you instead of gaslighting you, talking down to you, or stonewalling you. They're gonna be motivated to learn. And if you got that in a partner, they're a keeper. I compare the first year of dating like walking through a field of these invisible bombs. You don't know that there are bombs there, but for some reason you accidentally keep stepping on them and they keep just blowing up. Those bombs are unseen boundaries that the other person has, and it's not something you're gonna know about until you accidentally step on them. So if your person steps on one of your bombs and it blows up, they should then know not to step there anymore, especially if you explained not to do that. So a good partner would see that bomb they stepped on, a boundary that they crossed. They would step on it maybe once, maybe twice, but then they decide to go a different direction. And that's the growth that we're looking for. Tip number 3, look for a lover that has the ability to hold interpersonal relationships outside of the intimate ones. When you meet the family and friends, you can gather context about the person that you're interested in beyond what they're telling you. This will help you corroborate your love interest story and learn about their childhood and how they treat people they love. Nothing is worse than watching them treat their parents with disrespect or even people they meet just around, like servers. It's important for both of you to build pre-existing relationships before the relationships begin, because our significant other cannot be the only person we go to for everything, because that's too much pressure. If your love interest does not have any close friends or family, and there are a few instances where this is okay, like if they just moved to a new city, therefore they don't have as many friends yet. However, there should be a trail of close relationships in their past, and if not, you better run. And lastly, tip number 4, look for a lover whose actions match their words. I feel that above everything mentioned, this tip is the most important. When we meet people, especially charismatic and charming people, we can easily get caught up in their stories, their persuasive energy. A lot of people talk, but when it comes to actions, there's a big mismatch. For example, there's a new show called Inventing Anna where she depicts herself as a German heiress. But when it comes time to pay for the hotel, she's dodging the bills left and right, telling her friends who she owed money to that she would wire over the transfer. But 3 months later, no money came to her friends and she didn't have any money to pay back the hotels. Although her image and her words fooled many people, her actions told the truth. She wasn't a real heiress. She was a con artist masquerading as one. Anyone can be anything they say when they meet you. If they have created some sort of persona and have tricked themselves into believing that this is true and they want to persuade you that this is true, over time you're going to be able to see through this by simply checking if their actions match their words. If there's a foundation of truth to what they actually claim to be, you'll be able to see it by how they act. Like Dr. Seuss says it, we say what we mean and we mean what we say. Once you can learn to listen to others' actions, you can get to the bottom of how and what they are faster and bypass techniques such as narcissistic love bombing and the oh so alluring charisma. So long story short, don't date a con artist. But con artists don't always look as extravagant as a German heiress. Sometimes they look like saying that they're gonna achieve all of these dreams and they actually don't have any plans on doing that, or that they want to get married or start a family, but they actually don't have any plans on doing that. And the only way you can sniff out their true intentions is to listen to their actions. All right, you have learned about 4 things to look for in a person that you are interested in. May these tips help guide your way forward to a deep, profound love. And also, how did you rate yourselves on these topics? In what ways do you think that you could improve? Leave a comment in the section below because we'd love to hear from you. Subscribe, share, and like, and see you later, moodlings.